If your hips are still hurting, even if you're doing countless stretches or taking tons of painkillers, it's entirely possible that there's a mismatch between your brain and your hip muscles. So in this video, we're going to go over 2 simple exercises I would do to help rebuild the brain-hip connection and get you started on the road to healing quickly and effectively. By the way, I'm Mike. I'm a chiropractor and a master's of science in exercise, and I help people reduce their hip pain, back pain, and knee pain all day, every day. It's all I do. So let's get started. Now, just before we jump into these exercises, here's a quick disclaimer. All right, so for this first exercise, what we're going to do is we are going to take our painful hip and have it be on the top side, okay? So we're gonna lie on our side, on the side of the hip that doesn't hurt. So for this example, we'll take our right hip for today. We can do this either on the floor or on our bed or something similar that's comfortable to do it on. The firmer the better, because if we do it on our bed, it's going to be, and our bed is too soft, it's potentially going to be more difficult to accomplish, okay? Because we're gonna sink in. So what we wanna do is, as I said here, go on our side, lie on this arm in a comfortable position, okay? Then we don't want to lie directly on our left hip bone here, just a little bit off-centered, so kind of more on our thigh, but still on the side of our leg, okay? Then the hip that is hurting the most, we are going to find our hip bone right here, the bony part of the outside of our leg, right? Then we're gonna go from there, we're gonna go kind of 2 fingers up, and then 2 fingers towards the back, and then we're gonna stick our thumb kind of right in that spot. When you feel it, when you feel that muscle, it's going to light up, the one that's causing you pain, okay? So we're gonna stick our thumb in there, we're gonna press on it, but not so hard that it's a 10 out of 10 pain, okay? We just wanna make sure that we're pressing in to where we find it, it's tender, okay? Once we find it, then what we're going to do is we are going to lift up our legs straight up like this, so kind of like opening up a book, okay? Then we are going to kick back like this, okay? Then when we get to the top of as far as we can go, we are then going to bring our knee forward just like that, okay? Then we're going to bring it back up and rest, okay? So that up and then that down is one exercise, okay? We wanna make sure that we have our thumb in that area of our muscles. So it's kind of just behind our pocket. You can see my pocket on my shorts here, and it's just kind of right behind there, all right? So we're gonna lift up again as far as we can go, and then press as we go forward, bending like that, okay? And then bring it back to center, all right? So we can do that exercise 8 to 10 times. That's 1 set. Then we would take a break, do it another 8 to 10 times, okay? And that would be 2 sets. We can do that morning and at night, and that'll help us start to see some relief, okay? All right, so after we've helped that hip muscle, the glute medius and part of the glute minimus muscle slow down, release a little bit, now we want to actually work on strengthening it, okay? So for this exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to turn around and face the wall, okay? We are then going to stabilize our hands on the wall, okay? Then on the side that hurts, right, we are going to stand on that leg, but we have the wall so that we're stable, right? Then we are going to swing up and activate this muscle, okay? And then rock sideways like that till we feel a bit of a stretch. And then up like that again. Hold for 4 to 5 seconds. Out. And rock, okay? The other way we can do this, if stability is not great and we're not really feeling like we can accomplish that, is we can just go back to lying down, okay, on that same side, but instead of going backwards, okay, what we're going to be looking for is just going on our side as much as we can, making sure we're putting our thumb back in there but not pressing super hard, and just lifting straight up, okay? We can even go straight leg like this and up like that. Okay? You can even see it's a little bit hard for me, probably because I just finished a run yesterday and so these muscles are a bit sore. Okay, so kind of at that pace. And again, all that's doing is that is strengthening that muscle that is potentially the source of the pain that we're suffering from, all right? And what we're doing when we're opening that up, that muscle and working it, we're basically telling the brain that the muscle is engaged and is strong, which then sends a signal up to the brain that basically calms down the pain signal. And when the pain signal calms down, the brain then reinforces that it needs to supply more blood, more nervous system communication to that muscle, and it basically works against the pain signal, which is the protective mechanism, okay? Now, a quick reminder that when we are doing these exercises, we want to go up to the pain. So if we've been suffering from a 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10, we want to only go up to about a 5 out of 10, okay? We don't want to go up to a 7 out of 10 and then push through it and push through the pain, because while we're trying to reduce the pain, if it causes more pain, that means that we are kind of overriding the ultimate protective mechanism that the body has for us, okay? If you like this video, hopefully that helped you bring down your pain. If you would like to see more videos like this, click the subscribe button or come join my free community where I help active adults get back into their favorite activities, moving pain-free. Otherwise, hope to see you in the next video, and remember to get active and stay moving. Thanks.